Bella was our first pregnancy, and it was wonderful and normal and healthy. She was happy, healthy, gorgeous. Brought her home from the hospital, healthy baby girl. She delighted our family and hit all of her milestones up until about a year or so, when she hadn't really pulled up or started to crawl or walk. And we, of course, were nervous, so we went to a pediatrician, and they say, oh, children develop at their own rate, don't be worried. She had some words. She didn't talk a lot, but she would do all the animal sounds. And when I had Zachary, she used to call him my baby and kiss him. And when her father came home, she would say, hi, Dad. And then around 15 months old, for a period of 3 weeks, everything stopped. She no longer said any words. She was very vacant. And we learned later she was going through a regression period. When she came out of the 3 weeks, she no longer spoke and hasn't spoken since. And then we went on the journey to find out what was going on, and she was tested and tested positive for Rett syndrome. It was the most devastating day of our life, I'm pretty sure. All of our expectations of having our daughter and what life would be like for her were gone. There is no cure. It affects every system in her body. She struggles and fights constantly and battles health. And we just struggle with her being trapped in a body that doesn't work. Bella understands everything. She's very aware of what goes on. She laughs appropriately at jokes and smiles appropriately. We know she's in there. It's a very helpless feeling when you can't fix what's wrong with your child, and your child can't tell you what's wrong, tell you how she's feeling, tell you what's hurting. For 3 years since her diagnosis, we guess all the time.
Bella has great eye gaze, eye contact, and she uses her eyes to tell us what she wants or what hurts or what's wrong. And
what brought you then to Meeting Street?
We did our research, and for Jeff and I, it was an absolute must that Bella have all of the services and the best quality of services that she could have. Bella suffers from seizures and a constellation of other health problems, and we needed to know she was going to be taken care of by professionals, people who could handle any of the scenarios thrown to them. And hands down, just in my research alone, was Meeting Street. When I walked through the doors of Meeting Street to visit for the first time, I burst into tears, because this was where she had to be. And it has been absolutely amazing for our family, for Bella to be here. She has progressed so well, and in every facet of her life, we owe so much to Meeting Street for where she is today. There's no doubt in my mind that that's true.
Bella hates school vacation. So Bella will be home for 3 days on her 2-week vacation, and you can tell that she's done. She wants to get back to school. She wants to be with her friends and her teachers and her one-on-one and get back in it. She loves it.
Bella basically lights up in a room. When you see her, she smiles and giggles constantly. So even though she can't communicate with words, she communicates very well with her eyes and with giggling and laughing constantly.
It's such a team approach that it's a really good place for her, and she's so loved here. And I mean, she'd be loved anywhere. Everyone's going to love her. If you're happy, you learn, and she's happy.
I think the greatest thing for us too is, there was a sense, and I think this is one of the greatest parts of Meeting Street, is that there's a sense of normalcy for Bella going to school. She's included in everything. She participates in everything. One of our daily rituals is when Bella gets home, and of course I have the report of what she did, and I tell her, and I say, well, I heard that you were in gym class today. And she gets so excited and starts giggling and grabbing my hand, and anytime I mention school or what she's done at school, she lights up. These are typically developing children and children with special needs, and to have that from both, I can't tell you what that means to us. I think for me the aha moment was the fact that she felt like a normal, typically developing child in the classroom, going to school, making friends. It's very isolating for Bella to be trapped inside and not be able to communicate. And to her classmates and her teachers, it doesn't matter. They find ways, and you can tell by Bella's happiness that it's working, that she feels included. And for a parent, that's all you want for your child, is for her to be happy. And when she's here, she is extremely happy and feels part of the group and like she belongs here.